The guys at Mountain Bikes Direct have come out with a great new light system. Cleanskin Solo and Cleanskins Duo. I've got a couple of those lights there. Let's go and see what's in the box and then head out for a test. Again, first impressions of the Duo. Nice design, nice sturdy box, quite refined, looks quite good. Let's open up, have a look inside. Got the recharge battery pack, a little case with a couple of Velcro straps, a short plug-in cable there, the dual light system itself, again metal case, power button on the back, mounting bracket on the bottom, short cable there, dual light system. Feels really good, really solid, tough outer skin, looks good. A couple of rubber straps there to mount the light on your bars and on your helmet. So a little GoPro mount there, a little screw. Again, have to check that one out. Helmet mount with a couple of Velcro straps there. Recharge for the dual lights. It's with a normal PowerPoint charge, not a USB. A couple more Velcro straps. And instruction manual. Basic instructions there. Warnings, contents, specs. And a few details on the back. Up to 30-hour battery life, water resistant, and 4 modes. Connecting the lights to the battery is simply just plug it together. Oh, little flash there. 1, 2, 3, 4 modes of operation. Hold the power button on the back and turns off. And recharge. Quite easy. Similar plug system and into your normal power outlet. Now again, the setup, mounting on your bike and mounting on your helmet for the Duo light system is identical to the Solo. Battery pack here that goes around the top tube of your bike, cable through with the light system mounted on your bars. We've got the helmet mount with the Velcro straps that loop through the vent holes in your helmet, fixed to the top, looped around, and then the light fixed to the top of the mounting bracket for the helmet mount setup. You can see that the battery is fully enclosed. Cable connects directly to the inside of the battery. A couple of good things there. Obviously it's a sealed battery, so it's not going to get water, dust and dirt in it. But something that comes to mind is replacement for that battery. Now I'll need to contact the guys just to understand about replacement batteries, how to go about getting them and what they're worth. Now what I also wanted to do was test the battery life. It's one thing for manufacturers to state how long you're going to get out of battery, but it's another thing to test it. So manufacturers have indicated up to 30 hours battery life with the Duo. I've given the battery a full charge overnight, set it going, kicked off the timer and let it roll. As I said, manufacturers have indicated up to 30 hours. I've run this on the low setting. Obviously the brighter the setting, the more battery it's going to use. And I got just over 12 hours with one charge, which admittedly I thought that was pretty good. I didn't get up to the 30 hours, but still very good light life and a great little unit there. Okay, now so what I want to do is I like to mount my battery pack on the top tube of the frame, obviously orientated this way, the cable coming out of the battery to this end, plenty of cable length here, and then mount the light on the bars either side of the stem is fine, turning the cable back around and connecting those two up. Plenty of cable length there. Obviously the battery pack can slide and sit anywhere you need to on the top tube, just so it doesn't get in the way of your bottles, cages, all those sort of things. So let's just connect that up. So undo those Velcro straps, just through those loops there, back over the top again. Same for the second one. Really easy to do. Nice and simple, but nice firm fitting there. Run the cable out through here. What we're going to do now is we're going to mount the light with the bracket on the bar. So we're going to take the light system. I'm going to take one of these rubber bands here. I've gone for the larger of the two rubber bands. The smaller one appears too short. We loop that rubber band just around that little lug, and then we're going to pull the tail of that rubber band up and around to the back side of that lug there like that. And then we can connect those two up like so, and then we're in business. As you can see, there's a fair bit of excess cable there, which is good. Obviously you can wrap those up, cable tie those together onto your frame, something like that, and you're good to go. It's that easy. Really quick, easy system. To take that off, as simple as it was to put it on, disconnect that plug, undo that rubber band there around the bars, and you've dismounted that, and undo the Velcro straps. Again, really easy. Now this time we're going to mount the light to your helmet. Now what we're going to do here is use this helmet mount bracket that came with the set. Plenty of strap there, and what I find is using the ventilation holes in your helmet, the easiest way to do this, the Velcro strap through the hole there. What we're going to do is come down through your helmet and back up through these slots in the top of the bracket and finish off to the top of the Velcro. We're going to do that on both sides. As you can see, these straps are really sticky, which is great, but they do tend to catch on everything, including the padding on the inside of your helmet, which is just takes a bit of manoeuvring. As you can see there, the two Velcro loops there, bracket on the top, and pull those tails through. As I said, they are really long, give you plenty of flexibility there where you may like to mount this bracket depending on the helmet shape and style that you have. Pull that through nice and firm, press it down there, and for me, these tails here, I'd probably cut those off a couple of centimetres from the end, just so they're not flapping around, because really they're just in the way. And what we're going to do here is take the light, we're going to mount it to the top of this bracket here. Again, keep the cable to the side. This one's a little bit awkward here. We're going to get one of the rubber bands here. We're going to have to tuck it down through here, as we did with the handlebar mount, fit it off to the lug at the front and the rear of that light. So what I find the easiest thing to do first up is to put the rubber band through, grab your light, pop it on there like that, turning that around, grab the front of that little rubber band, loop it over that lug on the front there, and then you can easy just to swing that around just to get the light in the right position at the right angle once that's mounted. That's the light mounted on the bracket on your helmet, nice and firm, nice and steady. Obviously it sits up a few centimetres up there, so something to be mindful of when you're riding at night in the bush, ducking under branches, trees, that type of thing. The clearance you need for the light above your helmet is a little more than what you're used to. Just be mindful of that, otherwise you're going to coat hang yourself, knock your light off and all that sort of stuff. So just be careful of that. And then the battery pack, obviously we've got our cable that comes off here. My preference is to run the cable to the rear and take the battery pack and put it in the pocket in the back of your jersey. In a way, nice and clean, nice and neat. And as you can see, you've got a lot of leftover cable there, guys. You might want to tuck that in, just keep that out of the way there, and just be mindful of when you're out in the bush riding, you're coming through a few different sections there, You don't want this getting caught on any overhanging branches or limbs or anything like that. It's just going to get in the way. So you may even want to tuck it down the back of your jersey. For some guys that like to ride with a backpack or a camelback, just make sure it doesn't rub on your back there. Keeps it out of the way, all nice and neat, all clear. Then you're ready to ride, guys. As you can see, I mentioned before about the extra height, the extra clearance. You need to be aware of that. Again, riding under branches, you're used to ducking just to clear your helmet, but now you've got a little bit extra height there. Just keep that in mind. Otherwise, you want to clean yourself up, hit a branch, give yourself a thud, and knock yourself off the bike. All right, guys, ready to go. Test the lights. Simply click on the link below to find the test for the solo and the duo. For more great mountain biking information, visit www.sportsadventure.com.au.